friends. Today we will be reading Aladdin.
Aladdin. In the deserts of Persia, there lived a poor young man named Aladdin, who lived with his mother. One day, while traveling through the desert, Aladdin met a finely dressed, bearded man.
If you help me,
The man said,
I'll give you a reward. I left an old lamp in this cave many years ago. Now I cannot fit through the opening. Will you go in and get the lamp for me? That sounds easy.
Aladdin said.
What is the reward?
The stranger gave Aladdin a ring.
Take this for now.
He said.
And when I get my lamp from you, I'll give you something better.
That ring alone was the most valuable thing Aladdin had ever seen. Aladdin gladly squeezed his way into the cave. It was dark inside the cave. Aladdin was frightened.
I do not see a lamp.
Aladdin called.
I can't see anything in here. Just keep going, boy.
The bearded man shouted. Aladdin wondered what else might be creeping through the darkness with him. There could be snakes and spiders, he thought. And what if he stepped on the tail of a sleeping mountain lion? Aladdin stood still until he could decide what to do. The bearded man listened for Aladdin's shuffling feet. Hearing nothing, the man said sharply,
What's the matter? Hurry up!
The bearded man was very anxious to have the old lamp. It would give him fantastic magical powers. He was really a wicked magician from another land. The magician hid these facts from Aladdin, and he hid something else too. Under his cloak, he held a knife, which he planned to use on Aladdin after the magic lamp was delivered safely to his hands. Aladdin continued down the dark passage.
I can see it right now.
He called back.
Good,
said the magician. Pleased with himself, he growled out a low laugh.
Very good indeed.
Aladdin heard the bearded man's laughter echoing through the cave. The stranger could not be trusted, Aladdin thought.
Simply follow the light and crawl to the bright cavern.
The magician's voice directed him.
You will find my lamp there. Bring it to me, and you'll soon have your reward.
The stranger laughed again. Something was not right. Aladdin stepped slowly toward the light. He had to shade his eyes as he crawled into a brightly lit cavern. Aladdin squinted to see inside the brilliant cave. He saw a room filled with sparkling colors.
My goodness!
He sighed in amazement.
I must have stepped into a giant treasure chest.
Millions of sparkling jewels filled the cavern from top to bottom. There were diamonds, emeralds, rubies, and more remarkable stones than Aladdin could name. They hung like fruit from gold and silver trees. In the glow of the wondrous treasure trees, Aladdin laughed and danced. His foot grazed a dull, dusty piece of metal on the ground.
Ah, the old lamp,
Aladdin whispered.
What would the strange man want with this old thing?
Aladdin took one last look as he left the room of magnificent jewels. Holding the lamp behind him, he headed back to the door. Aladdin wondered why the bearded man preferred the dusty old lamp to a room of treasure. Aladdin was suspicious.
I have found your lamp,
he called through the doorway.
What took you so long?
The magician asked angrily.
Give me my lamp! First, give me the reward you promised.
Aladdin answered.
Step out here, my good friend.
The magician urged him. Aladdin took a step back instead.
Come in here,
he answered,
and bring me my reward. Then you will get your old lamp.
Because of an ancient magic spell, the wicked magician could not step foot inside the cave. He became very angry.
Ungrateful boy!
He shouted.
If you do not give me the lamp, I will close this cave forever!
Aladdin refused again. The magician muttered a magic spell.
Something, 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 something.
And the stone rolled over the cave door. Aladdin was trapped. He sat alone in the darkness. His thoughts turned to his poor mother as a tear fell onto the dusty old lamp. Aladdin rubbed the tears from his eyes. With his cloak, he wiped the lamp dry. As he rubbed the lamp, it began to shake. Frightened, Aladdin dropped it. A brilliant stream of sparkling light rose from the lamp's spout, and the genie appeared.
I am the genie of the lamp,
He said.
Wish for anything, and I will make your wishes come true.
Amazed, Aladdin struggled to speak, but he knew what he wanted most.
Get me out of this awful cave,
He said.
Your wish is my command.
The genie said as he clapped his hands. Instantly the stone rolled away from the door.
Because you freed me from the lamp, I will grant you every wish.
Aladdin's mind raced.
Anything?
He asked excitedly.
Wow, I always wanted some fine new clothes. Your wish is my command, Master Aladdin.
The genie said. He clapped his hands again, and suddenly Aladdin was covered in the handsome costume of a wealthy prince.
Now, I would like to go home to see my mother.
Aladdin said.
Your wish is my command.
The genie said again. He clapped his hands, and the magic carpet lifted Aladdin high into the air.
Ah!
Soaring on the magic carpet, Aladdin swiftly returned home to his mother. Excitedly, he explained what had happened that day. He rubbed the magic lamp, and the genie appeared.
I am the genie of the lamp,
He said again.
Wish for anything, and I will make your wishes come true.
Taking his mother by the hand, Aladdin said.
We need a new house.
He saw his mother smile more widely than he'd ever seen before.
It should have steps of gold and pillars of pure silver and windows made of diamonds.
Aladdin continued.
Build it in the city beside the Sultan's palace. Your wish is my command,
Said the genie. He clapped his hands and disappeared in a flash. In a few moments he returned.
Your new home is ready, Master Aladdin.
The genie said. Aladdin and his mother climbed onto the magic carpet and flew to the city. Their new home had everything they ever wanted. Aladdin's house of treasures made the Sultan's palace look like a tiny hut. The Sultan himself wondered about his wealthy new neighbors, and his lovely daughter, the princess, wished to meet the handsome prince who lived there. The next day, Aladdin received an invitation to dine at the Sultan's palace. He had a special gift in mind for the Sultan. He gathered the jewels he'd taken from the cave. When Aladdin arrived at the palace that evening, servants led him to the Sultan's banquet room. Aladdin puffed out his chest and walked straight and tall, the way he thought a prince should walk. Aladdin presented himself as Aladdin Ali Abu, a prince from a faraway land.
Come, Prince Aladdin,
Said the Sultan.
join us for dinner.
The princess entered and sat beside her father. Aladdin's gaze was drawn to her, as hers was to the young prince.
First, I have a present for you.
Aladdin said to the Sultan.
Please accept these jewels from my homeland.
The Sultan had never seen jewels like these before. They were spectacular. He thought Aladdin must be very rich indeed. Aladdin picked a gem from the pile. He handed it to the princess, saying,
And the most brilliant, beautiful gem goes to the princess, the most perfect lady in the land.
The princess smiled, and the Sultan was pleased. Later that evening, when the princess had gone, Aladdin boldly asked the Sultan for his daughter's hand in marriage.
But you've only just met,
Said the surprised Sultan.
I still do not know if you are a worthy prince. You have seen my riches.
Said Aladdin.
Anything your daughter wants, I will provide for her. To marry the princess, you will have to do better than a handful of gems.
Said the Sultan. He then thought of a difficult task.
Tomorrow, bring me 40 bags of gold in the silver carriage, pulled by the finest horse in Persia. Maybe then I will consider your offer.
Encouraged by the Sultan's promise, Aladdin hurried home to his magic lamp and told the genie.
I wish to marry the princess. Your wish is
The genie stopped. He sighed.
But Master, even my magic can't make someone fall in love. First, I must convince her father.
Said Aladdin.
Listen to what I must bring him.
Hearing the request, the genie clapped his hands. Instantly there appeared 40 bags of gold in a silver carriage, pulled by the finest horse in Persia. The next day, Aladdin led the horse and carriage to his neighbor's palace. The Sultan met him in the garden.
You did it?
The Sultan chuckled.
You truly are a worthy prince. You may marry my daughter as long as it is her wish as well.
The princess watched from her balcony. She was not impressed by gold and silver, but she was impressed by the prince's generosity. She went to visit Aladdin in the garden.
I gave your father 40 bags of gold.
Aladdin said boldly, as he thought a prince would do.
Now, what do you wish for? My wish is simple,
said the princess.
I wish for true love.
Taking her hand, Aladdin said.
Your wish is my command.
Aladdin did not need the magic of the lamp to grant her that wish.
I will love you with all of my heart,
he told the princess. The princess happily agreed to marry Aladdin. For a wedding present, Aladdin asked the genie to build them a magnificent palace.
We will be surrounded by many wonderful things,
Aladdin told her.
But our love will soar above them all.
The happy couple climbed aboard the magic carpet and soared away to their new home.
Woohoo!
Thank you so much for watching our story time. Please subscribe and watch our next story.
And see you soon, friends.